So since the election just passed, I figured it was appropriate to make a part 5 of this video. In Alabama, incestuous marriages are legal. I don't have any jokes. Can we just not fucking... Can we stop doing that? Also in Alabama, it is illegal to impersonate a person of the clergy. Well, isn't that something? You can't pretend to be a priest in Alabama, but if you want to fuck your sister, that's just A-okay. Alright. In Florida, having sexual relations with a porcupine is illegal. Who's having sex with a fucking porcupine? Have we just forgotten that that animal has like spikes all over its back? Who in their right mind goes, yeah. I'm gonna fuck that porcupine. That's like putting your dick in a thorn bush. You'd probably be better off putting your dick in a thorn bush. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I mean, you're pretty fucked either way. That would hurt. At least it would be less weird. But why porcupines? And how porcupines? I went to Florida numerous times in my life, have never seen a porcupine. I've never seen one at a zoo. They're always hiding, or they don't have them. I don't know. They're out of stock. No porcupines here. Listen, there's a lot of things wrong with this. I know that. This guy shouldn't be having sex with any animals. But for a second, let's just imagine that we lived in a world where that was cool. Like anyone, you had fucking elephant, giraffes, gorillas, whatever you want to do. So let's just say we live in that world where everyone's having sex with everyone's pets, right? Wouldn't porcupines be like dead last, like right next to piranhas and snakes? Who would choose that? Not to mention, we live in 2016. There's free porn everywhere. You don't need porcupines, you could use your hand. And if you get tired of your hand, you're like, I've been using this too much, boom, right here, left hand, got another one. Completely different ball game. Takes a while to get the motion down, but once you get that, you are chilling. Or you can get a fleshlight, which is like a flashlight with no light and a mold of a vagina in the thing, and you use it as they're a little expensive. Or if you're really crazy, you can get one of those like Japanese sex dolls. They look like real people and they just look at you and you can have sex with them. Those are expensive. Am I oversharing? I feel like I know too much. Also in Florida, you may not kiss your wife's breasts. Not the breasts! Take the porcupines, but let us have the breasts. What am I supposed to do with them if I can't kiss them? I'm supposed to just look at them? Looking at them is pretty good, but that's not the point! Side note, am I the only one that feels weird calling them breasts? I feel like they're boobs or tits or titties. Breasts are boobs that are gonna get a pension when they retire. Like, they've put the work in, they deserve it. That obviously makes no sense whatsoever, and neither does this next thing that you're about to hear. Okay, so you know the movie Titanic? So all the people on that ship, I feel like they had breasts. Like, no one on that ship had tits. Like, they were all classy, they wore petticoats and smoked those long cigarettes and those big hats. Like, they had breasts. I feel like you have no idea what I mean, but at the same time, you know exactly what I mean. In Louisiana, it is illegal to shoot lasers at police officers. What is fucking Han Solo down there fucking shooting at the cops? Who's shooting lasers on planet Earth? Wow, okay, so I just realized that they may have been talking about laser pointers, which in that case, that makes a ton of sense. I am an idiot, don't listen to me. In Maine, advertisements may not be placed in cemeteries. I agree with this law. I don't think a cemetery is a place for advertising. However, I want to know who the fuck thinks it's a good idea to advertise in a cemetery. Who's buying your shit? Everyone's dead. And I know someone's gonna go, no, Joe, you fucking idiot. It's not for the dead people, obviously. It's for the families that come to visit the dead people. They'll see the advertisements and then buy the product. So let me get this straight. You're telling me that someone's gonna be burying their loved one. Like, I can't believe Grandpa's dead. Dunkin' Donuts is doing... You get 2 donuts and a hot chocolate for $5 until 1 p.m. And it's 12:15, so if we're gonna beat traffic, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Is that what you think's gonna happen? That doesn't happen. In Kentucky, dogs may not molest cars. Well, that is news to me. Which breed of dogs is going around putting their red rocket into the tailpipe of a Ford F-150? I never knew dogs were compelled to molest a car. I didn't even know you could molest a car. Actually, that's not entirely true. I've seen that episode of My Strange Addiction with that guy who said he's in love with his car, and he says he had sex with it, but I don't know which part of the car he's greasing up and going to town on, but this kind of sounds like what we're talking about here. In Arizona, anyone caught stealing soap must wash themselves with it until it is all used up. This is one of the weirdest laws I've ever come across. You're gonna make someone wash themselves with the bar of soap until it's gone? How does that make any sort of... That's like someone robbing a bank and then making them spend it like in front, like, well, fine, if you're gonna steal it, then spend all of it. Do what you wanted to do with the thing that you stole. Not to mention, how weird is that? Like, imagine you steal soap from like Bed Bath & Beyond, and then a police officer stops you and is just like, oh, you wanted that soap so damn bad, so use it. Use all of it. And then what? He just watches you wash yourself with this bar of soap until it's gone? But do you know how long that would take, by the way? In Texas, it's illegal to possess realistic dildos. Sorry, Texas. No veins or balls on your dildos. This is another law that I don't really know why it was created, but it sounds like it was created by a really jealous husband. Like his wife's like, I got this, I don't need you anymore. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get those outlawed. So what does he do? He pulls some strings, gets it outlawed, she goes to jail for using it. The husband thinks he's won. He's dead wrong. She breaks out. She digs up the dildo because she hid it before her arrest. Very smart. The authorities know this, so they're onto her. So what does she do? She goes on the run. She starts using it on the run, state to state. Where does she go? No one knows. She was never found. The husband, he kills himself 5 years later. He can't deal with the mystery. Sorry. Anyway, that's all for this week's video and movie plot at the end there. Don't forget to subscribe to my podcast. It's called The Basement Yard. It comes out on iTunes and SoundCloud every Monday. And if you're interested in sports, I have a sports podcast called Veterans Minimum. Comes out every Friday on iTunes and SoundCloud. And go follow at santagato Studio on Twitter for everything that I'm doing. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!